Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another one here in 1/72 scale diecast. We have ourselves one from Calibrewings. It is the Tomcatsky Red 31. I'd like to do more Calibrewings aircraft, but they are fairly expensive for me here in Australia, so I generally only grab them when I can get them on special at a pretty reasonable price, and which I did for this. This cost me 200 Australian, and this does look pretty awesome, hopefully. So this is an F-14A Tomcat from the US Navy's Top Gun school in 1993 from the VF-126 Bandits. In 1993, this aircraft was painted in a camouflage scheme to simulate that of a Russian Su-27 flanker, even being given the Russian stars and even the same numbering system on the nose. And as I said, it is nicknamed Tomcatsky right here. Let us open this up, and boy, this always gets presented well. The Calibrewings always present their models in such a nice way, and these boxes are very nice. There's that beautiful looking aircraft in there. Jesus. That does look fantastic. And in the flap, it's got a nice big picture of that aircraft. But as we say, this is no good in the box. How about we stop staring at this and get this awesome looking F-14 out and get our hands on this clean version. So there'll be no swearing in this video. All right, let's get this cat out. All right, with Tomcatsky out of the box, let us get this open. Pull that lid off, and that does reveal that awesome looking Tomcat right there. It does have a nice little collector card and everything in there. That awesome looking aircraft. Boy, that does look fantastic. It does have, well, underneath it does have the weapons pack. It does have the landing gear options and all the ordnance you can put on. And a couple of nice little pilot figures. They look really well detailed too. We'll have a look at those in a moment. But we want to check out this Tomcatsky, of course. Let us get that out and have a little look at that. That's pretty glary. So there is a limited run of these. So if you do like this Tomcatsky, you can grab one yourself. So there is a little pitted tube that we need to put on the nose of the aircraft. But let's grab this beautiful looking F-14 out. Oh, it's got some nice weight to it, and it does feel fantastic. Oh yeah, look at that. That is mad. It does have a nice weight to it too. It feels really good quality. It does feel beautiful. It's got some beautiful panel lines, got some great detail. That paint scheme is really fantastic. I really dig it. The cockpit detail there. Let's see if we can get that canopy open. Opens perfectly. Oh, check out the detail in there. Let's see if we can get something to focus. That is crazy. Man. It has got a lot of detail in there. Closes beautifully. It's got some nice tint glass on the front. So be very careful of little antennas that poke out on these. So you do have to handle with care. That air brake there will open up, but look at that. That thumb's not going to be lifting that up. There is no rudder movement. Very nice. Well, speaking of movement, we have to check the wings. That opens up really nicely. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's pretty reasonably smooth. That does look really cool. Definitely happy with this colour scheme. This whole bird looks absolutely stunning. Let us turn it over and have a little look underneath. Yep, great details there. So obviously it's set up for in-flight. It just has no armaments, so we will have to get stuck into those. The stabilizers do move, so if you like to move things like that, it's got little air brakes down underneath here too. Does the arrestor hook? Yes, the arrestor hook does move, so you can have that in the down position if you want, or lock it in the up position. Very nice. It's hard to see if there's any real detail inside here because it is deep. deep inside there. It is really hard to see. Oh, what we'll do though is we don't want to look at this bare. We want to see some armor on this, so we will kit this Tomcat out and come right back with this in-flight and all kitted out. We'll be back in a moment. Alright, so you do get a significant amount of ordnance. So you do get your pair of external tanks. You also get a set of 4 Phoenix missiles, of course. These look to me practice rounds because they do have the blue rings around them, but they have a lot of detail. Who doesn't like a Phoenix missile? Very synonymous with the Tomcat. Let us also get a set of 4 what look to be Sparrows, and they do look pretty nicely detailed as well. Once again, practice rounds with the blue rings around them. And you do also get 4 very blue Sidewinders here to have a choice if you want to use any of those. And so you do have a large selection of ordnance, of course, as I said. So you do get optional racks and pylons. So these will be your racks if you want to use those Phoenix missiles. And then these 3 sets of pylons to use depending on what loadout you want to choose. So each pylon is able to carry different types of ordnance or ordnance combinations. So that is all up to you. So you get to have a bit of a play around with what you want to put on this aircraft. And speaking of play around, if you like to play with little figures and put them in your aircraft, you do get these pretty awesome detailed figures. There is a lot of detail on these. Hopefully you can actually see it. But there is a lot of detail. These are pretty squishy too, so they're very sort of pliable and squishy, so you can jam them in, but they are pretty well detailed as well. All right, let's finish setting up this Tomcatsky. All right, everyone, we are back, and that is a very straightforward process. I was a little bit gun-shy after that JC Wings ordeal we did have, but all the ordnance went on really nicely. I did go for the traditional sort of setup. I mean, if I am going to have the opportunity to put Phoenix missiles on an aircraft, I will use them all because they are an absolutely awesome looking missile and look fantastic. I had no issues with putting the ordnance on the pylons or anything like that. Went on nicely. The tanks went in position without a drama at all, and I reckon it does set up pretty well. You will have no issues. You will have no problems. If you do pull the trigger on one of these, I reckon if it goes together like mine did today, you will absolutely love it. And this is your awesome looking Tomcatsky set up for in-flight, all kitted out, and it looks absolutely stunning. How awesome does that look? I am stoked about grabbing one of these. It is fantastic. The only other thing you do put on is that bit of tube on the front there. That is metal. So if you do drop it on your table, you will hear it fall off. Just don't drop it on carpet because you won't hear it on the carpet, and the void of the carpet will eat that and you'll never see it again. Believe me, it has happened to me before. Great job by Calibrewings, definitely. I like this one for sure because I absolutely think this is insane. But what we're going to do, though, is we need to set this up in gear down. So we will go off and chuck some landing gear on this because I can't actually put this down because you don't get a stand with Calibrewings. You have to buy that separately if I did not mention that already. All right, everyone, I will chuck some landing gear on this and we'll come back and check out Tomcatsky on its feet. We'll be back in just a second. All right, here we have the Tomcatsky in gear down. Now, you do get an alternative nose wheel to have it locked into the catapult if you want to have it with that in the lowered position, or the standard one that I do have in there. You do also get these accessories. You do get some wheel chocks, and you also do get some pretty cool intake covers if you want to use those. Now to this awesome beast right here, let us have a little look. So I've opened up the canopy there so you can see a little bit inside. Now I opened up the air brake in there so you can see a little bit of that open. I changed out the nozzles too because you do have those alternative nozzles to put on. So I put those nozzles on so you can hopefully see a little bit better in there. What we'll do is we'll have a little look at the landing gear options. They are complete modules. So you drop a nose wheel module in like you saw with that other one, and that is with the catapult hook in the raised position, of course. And of course, you've got the main landing gears. They are complete built modules, so you don't have to put any gear bay doors on. You just put that one module in and you whack them in their positions. And they do have a little bit of detail in there as well. It is bloody easy. And the wheels do roll as well. And they got some reasonable detail on there. Sorry, it's upside down. And of course, those were open, but they've gone closed. But let's see if we can at least have a little look at some of that engine detail. You can just sort of see some of the engine detail in there. It's sort of hard. Sorry, there is no light going in there, but There's a little bit of engine detail right deep in there, which is very nice. And of course, the swing wing options, if you want to close that up, but it does look fantastic. The whole setup of this aircraft is absolutely brilliant. I think it looks wonderful. Definitely very happy indeed. And you will be happy to get one of these as well. These do come up very nicely and definitely do look fantastic. We'll put this down and we'll start winding up the video. But definitely another fantastic rendition here from Calibrewings. Quality-wise, went together beautifully. Everything opens and closes nice and easy as well. It's got some great detail throughout the whole aircraft. The paint application is really good, and it's just fantastic. But don't take my word for it. You judge for yourself. You check out the video, and hopefully you've watched it all and have been able to see what you needed to see to make your own decision if you want to pull the trigger on one of these fantastic-looking F-14s from Calibrewings. Now, of course, if you like it like I do, because I do like it a lot, don't forget some of those down there. Also, feel free to drop in your comments below as well if you enjoy it or if you don't. And of course, always feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're watching and you have yet to do so. All right, I'll do the usual. I'll take some happy snaps of this awesome looking beast right here, chuck them on at the end of the video so you can check it out without my grubby little hands all over it. Now, I'll finish up by saying thank you so much for spending your valuable time, of course, in checking out another one of our videos. I hope you enjoyed this awesome looking F-14 or the Tomcatsky today, because I reckon this adversary themed livery is absolutely brilliant. I can't say that enough. All right, everyone. I'll wind up by saying thanks for coming, and you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.